All right. With the halfling's help, you manage to get behind this goblin's guard, and you bring your axe thuddering down, slamming it into his left arm, and he lets out a horrible noise, but manages to stagger away from you, swiping at you with his spear, and is still managing to cling just barely onto life. Vertstat, you're up.
Okay. Is this thing I'm pinging like a dead body?
Yes, that is a corpse.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, it does not appear to be moving.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I will step forward just a little bit.
Okay.
And then I will cast...
Gonna try and finish off the archers.
Yeah, I will cast Dart on the archers, I guess.
Okay. Don't forget your advantage.
Yep.
Alright, and you get to hit both of them.
Oh, that should have been Dart. Sorry. So 3 plus 2, so 5 damage.
Okay, well, Dart has the same casting value, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So you said 5 damage?
Yep.
Alright, your darts of flame lick out across the battlefield and slam into both of the goblins, igniting their clothing, and they both run around in a little circle trying to put themselves out before slamming into one another, and as they fall to the ground, the flame consumes them, and they go still. Wrist, you're up.
I swing at this goblin.
Okay, you get plus 20 and your advantage. Well, that'll do it. Yeah.
So plus 5.
As his left arm already being deeply wounded and cut, he tries in vain to throw up his right arm to shield himself, and you just slam into him 3 times in a rapid succession, snapping aside his arm and then hitting him in the head with an audible crack, and he goes still. As the last of the goblin falls, the cave falls eerily silent for just a minute, and you all hear a high-pitched creature cackling in the darkness.
I would like to take out a healing draught and give it to Roland.
Roland, you are... Go ahead.
You're doing a fine job. Here, have one of... Where do I have it listed? Have one of Jetton's marvelous healing draughts, best of the north of the Grey Mountains, they say. And I'll hand him one.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, you drink a healing draught.
It gives you toughness wounds back?
Toughness bonus, yes.
Well, yeah, toughness bonus.
Yeah, so for you, it's what, 4?
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, you gain 4 wounds back. Alright. Nothing's seen, so it's the goblin's turn. Yeah, you all just hear that ominous high-pitched cackling coming from further in.
There's still that one left. He ran off.
Alright, good. I like right here for the big spider webs.
Note, if you don't do any combat damage this turn, you will lose all your advantage. Or you'll lose 1 advantage per turn.
Actually, yeah, we should have been moving in turn order anyway.
Yep, well, you still are in turn order. I was just kind of ignoring everyone's movement for a hot second.
Alright, then I want to do something on my action instead of moving.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to Verve and say, please, 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 get everything together and get ready some big spell to blow up whatever the cackling goblin is. And I'm going to make a leadership check to give her my advantage.
Okay.
And 1 round has passed already, right?
Correct.
Alright. I will begin to channel on my turn.
Alright.
Alright, you get 3 advantage.
All the advantage. First, though you lose 1 Verve, since you won't do any damage that turn.
Alright.
And on my turn, I'm able to move about there with a half action.
Okay, lose 1 advantage. Unless you want to sprint.
I was thinking, should I move the full way? Probably not. I'm fine with losing 1 advantage.
Okay, Vertstat, you're up.
I'm going to channel. Do I still get my advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Though you lose 1 advantage because you're not going to do any damage this turn.
So I can cast whatever
Okay.
I want to cast.
It's still my turn, Verve.
Yeah, shut up, Verve.
Sorry.
Vertstat, what's up?
Alright, so I just gain +1 on channeling, right?
Yep. Wrist, you're up. I think your buddies here need something.
Could you bring that light over?
All right, I will hustle over.
Do I not gain an advantage for having successfully channeled?
No, because you have to. It has to be an opposed check, not just
Okay.
any check. All right, Wrist. As you run forward and lift the lantern, you see all of the rocks build up to a cliff that teeters off. Not build up to, but descend down to. Sorry, a cliff that teeters off into the abyss, and above it is suspended a large, huge collection of webs. And on them are standing some archers who start pulling their arrows back, and you see that strange goblin with the purple back. It's actually a red back, but I can't change the model, so pretend it's a red back.
Verstadt, I think it's time to get dramatic.
Working on it.
I hide behind
Verstadt
Roland.
burning down a cave.
I mean, you could take defensive on dodge, so you could try and dodge arrows.
I
Oh
can't
yeah, I
dodge
only did a
arrows
half
unless they're
move,
point blank.
So I'm going
Oh, yeah,
to
good
do
point.
that.
I forgot, you can't dodge arrows unless it's point blank. Thanks for reminding
yeah.
me. Alright, the goblin with the red back holds up one of his hands, which holds some kind of... It looks almost like a curved bone dagger of some kind. And he shrieks, and all of the archers let loose. Roland, you are struck in... Oh my gosh, I don't have my, like, cool little chart. Oh, here it is. It's on the gear table.
Yeah.
You are struck in the left arm for... ballistic skill... +2... 9 damage.
He canceled out the healing draught.
Minus your toughness and armor. Roll an endurance check for the spider venom. Ooh, this one will be fun. Verve, you are struck by an arrow. You will take... let's see... You don't reverse it anymore, right? Unless it's something special. Pretty sure that's the case.
You reverse it to get the location.
You still do on shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're struck in the head, so an arrow will slice across your face for 7 damage. And then you need to take an endurance check for the poison. And then you need to take another check to remain in control of your channeling.
Okay.
Do the channeling check first before the poison, because the poison would not act fast enough to debuff your channeling check. Let me double check what check it is.
It's a willpower check if I remember correctly. Either that or it's a language check.
A hard cool test.
I am just totally wrong.
I couldn't remember what the hell it was. Okay, hard cool check then, Cold. Hard is -20.
If you fail, it's a minor miscast.
So I maintain.
You're the coolest guy.
Yep, now roll me an endurance check for the venom. No bonuses.
Not even advantages?
But you get your advantage.
No, he doesn't. He got hit.
Oh yeah, you took damage, so you get no advantages for any of these. So with that cool check, what's your normal cool
So I
check?
still would have passed with the cool.
Okay.
Endurance. No.
All right, so you're poisoned. So with poison, you take minus 10% on everything until the poison runs its course, and you take one wound at the end of every round.
Okay.
But at the end of every round, you also have the chance to get the poison out of you. And then the last arrow. Oh, dang, I thought that was a 30, not a 50. It misses you, Vertstat. And then the goblin begins to do the purpleback goblin is going to spend his turn doing a very peculiar dance. Or what seems to be a dance. He's kind of bouncing around the web and waving his arms in strange ways. And he seems to be kind of getting hopped up on something.
No.
Verve, you're up. Roll an endurance check to see if the venom gets out of your system. It is with minus 10. Nope, you're still poisoned. And you take 1 wound. Alright, what do you want to do with your turn?
Well, I got enough to channel my bolt. And it is a success.
Alright, so you let it rip. And you get 2 success levels. So you can pick 1 additional target.
I want to hit the one dancing, first of all. And then one of the other archers.
Okay, not the chieftain. Okay.
It's like, you know, the always shoot the medic thing? It's always shoot the dancer when you're fighting orcs.
Alright, so, God, 9 damage? Dear God. So that's going to do, plus your success level of 2 is 11, and then plus your willpower of 5 is 16?
The 9 is the 4 plus 5.
Oh, okay. So it's 9 plus 2 is 11. Still, Jesus Christ. Alright, so you throw out your hands, and 2 bolts of electricity surge across the room, crackling and illuminating as they slam into the goblin and this goblin and then the dancing chieftain behind him, which the chieftain is going to have to take a check not to just get completely thrown off. But the archer, 11 damage. The archer is barely still alive, and he falls heavily onto the web. And the chieftain has 16 wounds, so he's going to lose. Normally he'd be at 3, but he has 5 additional, so he's at 8. The chieftain gets hit, and he's going to try and remain focused. Ah, you threw off his rhythm. He falls down. Roland, you're up. Gain an advantage, Verve.
All right. There we go.
Okay, you're just going to move behind cover?
And it's a leadership check to transfer advantage?
Yes. I should note that the web they're on is at ground level, so you can run onto it and strike them if you want. It's not, like, super elevated. But obviously
I'm in a pretty bad spot.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, yes, it is leadership to transfer advantage.
All right, it probably won't work, but I might as well try.
Okay.
And so you can transfer amount of advantage up to your fellowship bonus or something like that?
Fellowship bonus, yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, I fail.
Okay. Vertstat, you're up.
Okay. I will just continue channeling.
Okay.
Get dramatic.
Hopefully.
He's just gonna burn the whole cavern down. That's
Don't fail.
the rock's gonna catch fire.
Ooh, nice. Didn't gain any success levels, but you didn't blow up.
Do you have the talent?
Yep. Yeah, he should.
Which talent?
Etheric
The
attunement.
Aetheric Attunement, because that makes that a +1.
That's true.
Yep.
You do not suffer miscast if you roll double.
Yeah, but it
yeah.
also gives you +1 to successful channeling checks.
Yep.
Does it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember all
every
talents with
talent
an associated
gives you a
skill.
+1 to something.
Yeah. Remember, every talent that has an associated skill gives +1 success level on a successful check of that skill.
This is why I want
I think
everyone
that,
to like anally
like-
write down everything.
Like that has always gone over my head. I don't think I've ever gotten that. Okay. Cool.
Well, now you got it. Okay. Wrist.
Are we cheating or going forward? I wait half a second, and if no one answers, I'm doing something.
Just
Do
gonna
something.
steal Verstad's thunder and throw the lantern and light the
All right.
web on fire.
Nobody said anything, so I guess you
Yep.
have to.
Alright, I charge
I
the
did.
goblins.
I said
Dear
do
God.
something.
What did you say? What did Roland say before we resolve this charge?
Do something.
Okay.
Alright, he's doing something.
The most
Don't worry, he brought backup.
courageous halfling.
I run screaming, Verdstat, save me!
Okay, so that was success level 1 on mine, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so I get +2.
You get an
Okay.
advantage for the charge if you didn't add that.
I added that in and being small.
Okay, so the goblin tries to dodge. He's gonna fail by 3, so that's a difference of 5. No, it's a difference of 4. I always hate the way this thing calculates success levels. So that's a difference
11
of
damage.
11 damage. That'll
To the
hurt.
body.
Was he already shot by lightning
No, that was a different
or
goblin.
fire? Okay.
That was this top one, and then this guy got the bolts. All right, the goblin. He tries to throw up his bow to defend himself as this tiny creature attacks him, and lets out a horrible set of shrieks as he starts getting just pummeled into the web by a creature smaller than him. All right, the goblin's turn. This one. Actually, I'll come back to him. This archer is going to stand up and weakly fire an arrow in Verve's direction. Oh, he barely hits you. You will take 7 damage to your 50 body, Verve. But you're no longer channeling, so you just need an endurance check at -10 for the poison after you take damage. Very nice. And since it's a crit, I'll let you heal your other one too, because I'm nice.
Yay.
Verdstat, you don't get shot, and then the goblin with the bow is going to try and attack the halfling attacking him by just swinging his bow out wildly. So, halfling, take a dodge or parry. Yeah, you dodge it. And then the boss is going to get very irritated at the lack of success with his underlings and is going to move forward. And with the element of surprise, he will bring the strange bone dagger he has down and impale the back of the goblin who's fighting you, Wrist. He will stab him in the back 2 times, causing the goblin to shriek before you notice that the blood coming out of his mouth as he hovers over you starts to turn a weird green color, and he collapses onto the web, and the boss stands above you threateningly. Verve, you're up.
A zap on the boss. Because I don't have time to roll another.
What a
Well, I
brave
mean, I can
little
run
halfling.
away.
another bolt. A channel for a bolt.
So we got a zap here.
So 8.
8. Okay, and you got enough success levels to hit another target. Do you want to hit the one you haven't hit or the one you have?
The one I have.
All right, the bolt strikes him and he just dies. Like it's not even close. He just gets he just holds up a hand like as if to try and ward off the next lightning bolt about to hit him. But unfortunately for him, it doesn't work that way, and he just gets torn apart by it. The boss lets out another he doesn't shriek in pain, he more grunts while holding his teeth shut, and he looks really angry. Okay, so that's going to be 8. All right, Roland, you're up. Also gain advantage, Verve.
All right.
Before we
I
do
think
that,
I'll survive. Oh,
What's up?
So, Sotek, I forgot. Goblins are bigger than me, which
Yep.
means they cause fear in me.
Oh yeah, good point.
So that would have passed the first time, so it would have been good all combat.
Yep, you're fine. You're being very brave.
I'm a brave boy.
What are you gonna do, Roland?
oh, this isn't Tabletop Simulator. I can't measure and move.
If you click to drag your token and you right-click, it'll pull up a measuring thing, and you can right-click again to make an anchor, and it will measure out the path and the distance of your move.
Yeah, while you're holding the left click, so it works just like Tabletop Simulator. Or there's always a measuring stick in the top left.
How does sprinting work again?
So sprinting is your full move, then you roll an athletics check, and you add the number of success levels of your athletics check to your sprint. But if you do a full run, like if you spend everything you have to run, you would be able to move up to 24 yards, not 16. But you wouldn't be able to attack because it consumes everything you got to do a full run. Sprint would be to go even further.
There's 16.
Okay, do you want to do anything else? Like throw a rock or yell or...
I think a dagger would be much more effective.
Oh yeah, throw a dagger. Do you want to throw it at the archer or at the boss?
The boss.
Alright, the chieftain.
He looks threatening.
The big boss. Alright, he's not currently engaged, so there is not a combat penalty to hit him. Or if you want, you could get a bonus to hit as long as you don't care who you hit. It might hit wrist in the back, but it's more likely to hit the other two.
What bonus is that?
So whenever you shoot at a group of people, you can get a bonus for depending on how large the group is. But if you do score a hit, you have to randomly determine who the target you hit is.
Alright, it's time to go dangerous.
Now, pray to what gods you believe in, wrist. Let's see, for 3...
I'm praying in Ronald for luck.
For 3 people, it is... Let's see.
What's your strength at?
Mine?
Yeah.
40.
For
Okay, so you wouldn't...
3d6 targets, you get plus 20 to your ballistic skill.
Goodbye, knife.
Yeah, your knife goes hurled past them, and it cuts through the net and falls into the deep abyss below. All the sad face. Verstat, you're up.
Continue channeling.
Pretty sure that dagger was worth more than
I will.
most of the rest of the stuff I have.
My final fortune point.
Hopefully it works out. oh!
Ah!
Bro,
And
money.
because of etheric attunement,
Gives
or
you
is
plus
that?
1. So
Yeah,
you're
okay.
at 5 right now.
Okay, so I have enough now.
Okay. Then cast and don't mess up.
The book says that it happens next round.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Wrist, you're up. There's a very threatening, angry boss creature in front of you.
Alright, so I'm underneath a web they're standing on, correct?
It's more like level with the ground. Like
Okay, I
the
want to
web
make
connects. You can't crawl beneath the web. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but I'm not entangled up in the web.
Correct.
I shall gallantly step forward and take a swing at the boss who's about to skewer me.
Dear Lord, why are you being so brave?
Because I need a resolve back, and this seems risky.
This is very risky.
Darn.
A, go ahead and have your resolve. B, he dodges.
I use my last fortune.
Oh, okay.
Because without this plus 30, I'm dead.
Ouch.
Ugh.
At least nothing changes.
Well, Wrist has plenty of fate points. I just haven't been able to force y'all to spend them. But we're about to see if that's about to change. So you lose your advantage and he gains an advantage. And he grins down at you and lifts up his bone dagger to bring it down upon you, Wrist. Now I have to look up the damn size rules again.
His weapon gets damaging.
Yep.
Okay, remind me what damaging does.
He can choose to use the last number on his roll or his success level when determining damage for success level.
Okay. Oh, okay, you've got it all nice here. Alright, so he's only one size larger than you. Alright. So you got a -3. He got plus 16, so he'll get plus 1 for 26. No, he'll get plus 2. Right? No, plus 1. So there's a difference of 4. And so he would use the units die or his success level when determining damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, shoot.
What?
When I first attacked him, I didn't include the bone plus 10 I get, but it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't have helped. He rolled very good on his dodge. All right. So with his 1 advantage, so that's 1, and then he will do. Oh, and then oh gosh. Wait, so he's got plus 8 and 9. 8. He will do 16 damage to your 61, your body. As his spider fang dagger slashes across you.
I am in negatives.
All right. First things first then. Roll a critical on your body. I roll it.
Okay, you roll it.
Nope.
52.
You already
pretty
rolled,
bad.
but keep your roll. So it's for your body. 52. There's no minus because you're critical. Cracked ribs. Gain a stunned condition and you have a minor broken bone injury.
That's lovely.
Yep. Now roll me a poison for his dagger. All right, you are poisoned. So you have minus 10 to all your stats, and at the end of the round, you have potential to die. Which, it's the end of the round. Of course it is. So roll me another endurance check at minus 10. If you fail this one, I have to figure out real quick what it does.
That's a failure.
Oh my gosh. All right. If you reach 0 wounds when poisoned, you cannot heal any wounds. Oh, well, you're not unconscious, apparently. So all poison does at the end of the round is... Oh, well, I actually have been making poison nicer than it's supposed to, but it's okay. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Okay, so... Oh, wait, no, you go unconscious when you hit 0 wounds, don't you?
No, that's bleeding makes you unconscious at
Okay,
0.
so actually you're okay. Bleeding, poison doesn't do anything to you at 0 wounds. It just makes it so you cannot heal.
How many critical wounds did cracked ribs do?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Critical wound or cracked ribs does 3 critical wounds.
And what's your toughness bonus wrist?
Does that matter?
38.
Because I'm pretty sure if you go unconscious and you have an amount of critical wounds equal or more than your toughness bonus, you just die.
Well, unconscious doesn't matter. When you reach critical wounds equal to your toughness bonus. But my impression was each critical wound only does 1. The cracked ribs thing where it says 3.
Yeah,
That's how much damage I
yeah,
would take
that's
if
correct.
I wasn't at 0.
Yeah. So the damage in the critical wounds category, that's how much damage you take if you got a crit, and that's in addition to any other normal damage, but that won't result in an instant death in this instance. At least that's how we interpret it here. But you have 1 type of critical wound, yes. And if you get to more than your toughness bonus, I believe you die. If I'm remembering
I'll have time to look it up.
It's been a while since we've done this. Okay, here we go. Critical hits each. Okay.
Page 173.
Death. If you become unconscious and you have 0 wounds, compare the number of critical wounds you have with your toughness. If you have more critical wounds than your toughness and you are unconscious and you are at 0, you die. So you have to be unconscious, you have to have more critical wounds than you do toughness bonus, and you have to be at 0 wounds. Or
okay, good. It has to be more.
Yeah, so you have 1 critical wound right now. You are not unconscious, but you are at 0 wounds. So you have filled one of the qualifications for being dead. Oh yeah.
Let's just try to prevent the rest.
All right, Archer misses. Also, after he slashes you, the dagger in his hands starts to glow, and because it is the end of the round, all of you, now that the dagger is glowing, all of you hear a very eerie sound of a lot, almost like someone popping bubble wrap or walking on like acorns in the street. And Roland, behind you, you hear a very ominous sound of it happening a bunch, and you see what you may have mistaken for a bunch of strange pebbles on the wall that are fairly large start to hatch. And something spills out.
It was an enjoyable first session, guys.
Oh dear.
Running is an option.
Not when you're there, it isn't.
It is when I'm here.
Leave no halfling behind.
Ooh, they're pretty quick.
The campaign motto should be "Leave the halfling behind."
Verve, you're up.
Again, I will zap out at the boss.
Okay.
Nope.
No, the magic slips away
Please,
from your grasp
dice.
at this critical moment in Destiny. Roland, you're up. There is a spiderling swarm building up behind you.
Balancing criminal and pure soul here. You know what? I'm just gonna hope on Verstadt doing something dramatic. Get away from him, you little green bastard!
Okay, you're swinging for the boss?
Yep.
Alright, you do get plus 20 for outnumbering him.
Oh.
And he did not roll very well on his dodge.